Hey everybody, so today we're going to clean a mat that goes into a cutter. This so happens to be my Cricut Maker 3. It doesn't really matter which one. This is one of those sticky mats that is starting to get dirty and not as sticky. There's stuff on it. So first thing you do is you're going to want to clean off this excess stuff that you can with your little scraper. And now, not everything's going to come off, but that's okay. Get the little bits and pieces that you might have, any leftover vinyl or HTV or whatever. You know what? I actually have another one under here. I'm just going to move it out of my way, although that one's much dirtier, but it's next. So, I'm just going to clean it as much as I can. Get off the excess hair, HTV, paper, whatever that you might be using on your mat. And then the next thing I do is I have actually a Dawn. This so happens to be the Power Wash Dish Spray, Platinum Plus. And I'm just gonna spray it on there. Spray it on really good. Bowl. You don't necessarily have to have a bowl, you can use your sink or whatever, but because I'm doing this video today, it's easier just to do a bowl on the side. We have a scrubber right here. This is a well-loved scrub brush. I made sure that this wasn't one that had a lot of gunked up, but I didn't use a lot on any other cleaning. Just because I like to keep things separate. And we're just gonna scrape, scrub, 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 scrub. And what you're doing is you're really getting some of that stuff off so that you can get down to the sticky part of your mat. You know, this sounds really counterproductive because you think you're just gonna take that layer off. Well, if you do this too many times, you know, you can do it a few times to extend your mat, but if you do it too many times, your mat just needs to be replaced. And honestly, they don't really cost that much, so it's not a big deal to replace them. But if you're in the middle of a project, just in the middle of the night, you want to do something and you're like, oh, this is not sticky, then it may be worth it just to reuse. I like to save money, so I want to reuse my mat. So that's pretty clean. Definitely scrubbed a lot. I'm gonna take this. This is one of those cotton, removable cotton tissues. Kind of like what you'd use on your face. It's made out of 100% cotton, so it's not like a paper towel, so it's not gonna leave residue or little pieces. That's why I use it. Start cleaning it off. May end up just using my sink because this may take a while. Because the nice thing about Dawn is, you know, it actually takes a little bit. It's thicker. You know, they use this for like wild animals. I mean, not wild. Sea animals that get into like oil spills and stuff. Helps clean them up. And so it's really good, but it's also thick and it's gonna take a little bit to get off. So, you know, this doesn't work here in a minute on me. It seems like it's coming off. Just trying to do as much on steering as I can. Yeah. And as soon as I say that, it like starts setting again. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll try one more. If it works, great. If not, I'm just gonna rinse it off in the sink, which is right next to us. So it won't have to go far. Yeah, I'm just gonna rinse it off. Okay, so I'm just rinsing it over on my sink here. Get all the suds. Make sure you do the back of your mat too, because sometimes it gets there. So just really cleaning it, getting it so it's all ready to use again. I'm going to be making some little body suits for my Operation Christmas Child boxes that we do in November. So I'm needing to get these ones cleaned up so that I can use them. And as you see, this is standard, a standard grip. So I'm going to use that so that I can use the HTV, and it will stick, and it will, you know, that's the heat transfer vinyl. And now all I have to do is I'm gonna let it dry, and once it dries, it will be sticky again. And that's all I do. Thanks. There's also some glues that you can put on it if you have extended it by washing it. I like to just kind of get a new one at that point, but there are some glues that you can actually put on it. There's one that's like a glue stick. I can link that below, or I can also show another video where I'm using it. But thanks. So I just cleaned this mat and I've let it dry for a few. You can also, let's do some, not a great noise, just kidding. Maybe a little drier. I just want to show you. So we now have a sticky mat. So it does really help to do that. As soon as you start feeling it's not sticking and it's like popping up, and it's like, it can mess up your machine. It actually popped off a piece one time when it wasn't laying flat and sticking to the mat. You can use washi tape or painter's tape for a while, but it gets annoying after a while. So if you just clean your mat, it will come back good sticky. Thanks. As you can see, this mat is really bad. And on the next picture, you'll see that it looks so much better. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Thanks.